Hey everybody, this is Jack 2506 Viner. I just wanted to get on here this morning, make a video. It's deer season 2020, muzzleload seasons. There's the old smoke pole, as everybody calls them. It's been a slow morning, not too bad. Wind started to pick up just a little bit, and as you can probably hear in the background, I got a pack of wild dogs that are just barking their butts off right over here. Um, but other than that, it's been a really good morning. The uh, the thing that's funny about it is I was sitting here thinking it's been a while since I've been in the woods, just sitting in a deer stand, and every time I hear a squirrel or a bird or something, I'm like, oh deer, oh deer, oh, that's a deer, there's a deer, there's a deer. Ain't seen one yet. Well, anyway, I wanted to start a been sitting here thinking about it, and I've been wanting to start a video chronicle of something. It's just called Deer Stand Confessions. It's probably gonna be stupid to most folks or whatever. I don't really care, but um, just stuff I've been sitting here thinking about, and especially when you're just sitting in the woods by yourself. My little sidekick, he's at the house. He normally will be with me, and he'll be in a few more videos. I've posted some of him already, and he's wild. Y'all really get a kick out of what he can do and what he does. And but anyway, um, what was that? It must have been a squirrel, raccoon, who knows. I gotta get my deer hunting skills back in check. I got too excited this morning. Um, anyway, I'm not real good at this, man. I started this video YouTube channel thing 3 days ago. Uh, just I've been watching a couple other people on YouTube and stuff, and they're like, start a channel, just grab your phone and go for it, and see where it goes. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Don't expect nothing out of it. Um, anyway, the one other thing I was thinking about this morning is, you know, I was getting dressed to come out, and it wasn't. I thought it was going to be way colder than what it was, and I really overdressed. But um, and I'm a big guy, but my coat was just a tad bit tight this morning when I zipped it up. As you can see, she's unzipped. But I was thinking, man, either I done got fatter or my wife is shrinking my coats again. She's done that before. So anyway, I got to the stand and I had to unzip it. I ain't gonna lie, I had to unzip. I was like, I gotta go. So I unzipped it, and then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, this coat, I've had it for 18 years. 18 years I've worn the same hunting coat. And that's all I do in it's hunt. When I get done hunting with it, I put it up, keep it put up. I don't wear it other places or anything like that. I mean, all I do is hunt in it. And this hat, this old Dale Earnhardt Jr. #8 hat. I mean, I don't know how many years he drove the '88 car, but I mean, this hat is over 15 years old. I'm gonna say this, and people gonna like, no, it ain't very lucky if you ain't seen nothing. But it is my lucky deer hunting hat. Um, that hat pin right there. Zoom in a little bit closer, y'all see that. My middle son Jay, he bought that for me. I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, something like that. I don't, might be 12 years ago. I don't know. I thought I used to have a deer hook over here or something, but I don't know. I guess I lost it. But just something that you guys can put out in the comments and stuff like that is, I mean, you know, I don't buy new hunting stuff every year. Um, I might have to buy me a new coat because this one ain't fitting because I ain't going on no diet. Doctor says I need to, but I ain't going to. But I mean, do guys really go out and buy new hunting stuff every year? I mean, how long do you keep it? How long does it last? You know, I mean, apparently I've gotten good use out of mine. Uh, my old muzzle loader here, she's right there. That muzzle loader is 17 years old, and I had to do some thinking to get these numbers, y'all. And you can fact check me if you want to, but you ain't gonna figure that shit out. Oops, I ain't supposed to say that. Did y'all hear that? Y'all hear it? Little squirrel over there chirping at me because I'm talking. You might not have heard it. I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, I'm. I mean, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hey, you got any comments? Feel free to put them in there. I'll try my best. I'm not very tech savvy or nothing like that, but uh, I'll do my best to try to talk to you and stay positive this deer season. One thing that I hear a lot about and see on Facebook is I got a bunch of them pages, you know, deer hunting this and whatever pages, and and they ask, you know, people are on there asking a question, and I look at it and I think, are you really asking? Or are you just trying to get on social media and say something? Especially when it comes to like what caliber do you shoot, what grain do you shoot, and I mean, I'm a ballistics guy. I mean, I do pay attention to that stuff, but I don't use a rangefinder. I mean, man, I Kentucky windage. If I miss, I miss. You know, um, I feel like I'm a fairly decent shot, but I miss deer. I mean, I've killed deer. I've shot them out to 450 yards. I ain't gonna lie, I shot 3 times at him, but I did hit him and killed him. But I think that more people need to really look at what they post on Facebook. I mean, just because you're typing it, really? I don't know. Well, that may be for another deer stand confession, but a lot of people, um, a lot of people out there really, really enjoy the woods, and I'm one of them. I would rather be out here than be in an office any day of the week. Um, if if I could hunt every day, I probably would, but I can't. Got to pay bills. But one thing is, and I'll get to him later, but one of the guys that I watch on YouTube, and I follow his page. He's a pretty good guy. I'll try to figure out how to put the link to his page in my comments or something like that. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll try to figure it out. His name is Bucking, uh, Billy Ray, and he's a tree cutter. I think, I really think he's from Canada, and this is bad because I follow him, but I really don't know. And Billy, if you ever see this and you are not from Canada, I apologize, sir. I mean, you talk like one. I like the way you talk, but you still talk like you're from Canada. But you might be from the United States. I don't know. Anyway, um, he, one thing he does is he cuts trees. He's an arborist. He's a timber faller. I mean, he cuts big trees, climbs them, and that stuff's cool to me. I mean, I'm not one of them guys. I mean, I can use a chainsaw, but I ain't gonna try to like cut big trees down like he does. But anyway, uh, he he sits back. I don't say sit back, but he'll stand there and he's talking to the camera, but he is so positive in his messages. I mean, he encourages people. And that's one thing that I think this world needs more of. And bucking, I really appreciate that. Um, and that's really one of the reasons I started this, is because I want to encourage people. I want people to understand that there are people out there that love you. There are people out there that want to see you succeed. And I know there's going to be a ton of people that hate on you. There'll be a ton of people hate on me, but you know what? I don't care. I don't. You can say all the bad things you want to about me. Say I'm fat, ugly. I know I'm fat. I know I'm ugly. I don't care. I'm doing what I love. I love to be out in the woods. I love to take my kids out in the woods. I love to take my kids on the boat. Um, we're going to have some cool videos this year from deer camp. Uh, Cheating this week a little bit. Um, had a big football game last night for at the school, so I'm hunting in my backyard. I ain't gonna lie, it's in my backyard. But I'm blessed to be able to hunt in my backyard, and um, I've got some nice deer back here. You know, I put lot of time and a lot of effort into seeing them uh, come back here. And matter of fact, I got a call yesterday from a young man, and and he was like, "Mr. Jack, uh, I'm so and so, blah blah blah," and I don't know if I can say their names on here without their permission. I probably need to find that out, but anyway, we're gonna leave his name out of it. So anyway, he was like, um, "I see, you know, I know you got some big deer over there, and are you hunting?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I hunt back there, you know, whatever." And he's like, "Well, do you care if I kill something if I come over there and get it?" And I'm like, "Son, you kill a deer, you come get it." I said, "You call me if you need some help." I said, "Because it's pretty tight back in there." And he's like, "All right." And he's like, where should I park?" I'm like, "Dude, just pull your truck down there by my shop and park in front of the front door. It's an easier walk than going all the way around the other way." And I don't care. I mean, hey, I would much rather have somebody like that that took the initiative to call me and ask me for my permission and ask me for my advice. A lot of times people just take it upon themselves to just go and do, and I guess I've done it before, you know. Okay, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. You know, but I respected that young man for that. And and later on we got to talking about some other things, whatever, and I'm like, "Look, dude, there is some big deer back there." And he's like, I know, I've heard, everybody's told me you got some big deer." And I'm like, "Yeah, there's some big deer." And and he's like, "Well, I'm not gonna shoot the big bucks, blah blah blah." I said, "Son, you shoot whatever you want. I don't care." And there's a couple deer that I'm actually looking after. I got two really nice ones that if I get a chance to shoot, I will. And there's about three little ones, and they're not little. They're just there's just they need to be culled out of the herd. Management bucks is what most people call them. And sorry, I heard a squirrel. So where was I at? Oh, management bucks. And I told him, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you some pictures and some videos." I said, "You see these bucks? Let them rip, Tater Chip." I mean, I mean, I've got three boys. My oldest one's 18, 16 is my middle son, and my youngest son, he's 8. Um, the oldest boys, they hunt in Mississippi. I live in Arkansas, um, so they don't get to hunt directly with me very often. But the little one, I mean, man, he's wide open, you know. So when when you have a young man or a younger kid, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm 42 years old. Well, 41 and like I'll be 42 in December. But anyway, I've killed plenty of deer, plenty. I'm not mad at them. I'm excited about hunting. I love to be out here just for the chance to kill, old big dude like that, Um, and I've killed some nice deer. I've never killed no, you know, 180, 200-inch deer. I mean, and I'm not all about that. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'll shoot the fire out of it if I see it. But I'm out here to preserve, to encourage, to teach. Um, and if y'all see anything that you want to ask a question about, uh, or want me to cover more, I mean, please put it in the comments. Tell me. I mean, I would love talking about things, different things. Um, Actually, one of the things I enjoy doing is I like going to the hardware store on Saturday mornings and sitting back there and just listening to folks, observing, and how many people walk into a hardware store to buy something and they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. None. Had a guy, this has been a couple months ago, had a guy come in the hardware store, our little local hardware store, and we had a little storm. And he says, he goes up to the guy in the back and he's like, man, I need to get a chainsaw. And the guy's like, okay, a chainsaw. He's like, well, here we go right here. What do you need to do? And the guy says, well, I just need to cut a little tree down. It kind of broke over a little bit. So the guy's trying to sell him a 36-inch bar steel chainsaw, $1,500 chainsaw, to cut down a little tree. And the guy put it on the counter and he was like, okay. And I walked over to him. I was like, look, man, how big is this tree, seriously? He's like, I don't know, yay big. I'm like, you don't need that saw for that. Just go buy that one right over there. And he's like, what? I'm like, you just need a 20-inch chainsaw. You ain't ever going to use it again. So he said, you're right, I'm not going to. So he buys this other, and it's still chainsaw. I mean, it was, $200, I guess. I don't know. But he buys it, and I give him my number. I'm like, look, dude, if you really don't know what you're doing, call me. I said, I'll come over and help you. And I mean, I can cut up a tree. Do that a lot. We got a lot of trees blow down. But the thing is, I mean, everybody needs help at some point in their life for whatever the reason is. And that's the most important thing is, you know, reaching out to somebody and giving somebody that, the helping hand. I personally, squirrel out there by the feeder, um, I personally don't ask for help very often. Um, Not that I don't need it. I mean, I got 3 boys and a wife. I mean, funny thing, I told my wife the other night, she gonna hate me for this. Oh, my gun's falling. I done got tickled. I got tickled. All right, so my wife, she loves to Google everything, everything. So the freezer water line is froze up on her refrigerator. So I walk in from work and she says the water in the refrigerator froze. Okay. She says, you can fix it after I eat supper. So I eat supper, get up, walk in there and get in the recliner. she, she's like, are you gonna fix the refrigerator? I said, well, you need to Google it first. I already have. I said, so what do I need to do? She says, you need to get a hair dryer and blow it in there. All right, guys, first off, I already knew what was wrong with it, but I just had to mess with her. So I said, well, go get the hairdryer. So she goes and gets it, and she's literally standing in front of the refrigerator holding the hairdryer in one hand saying the cord won't reach. I looked at my son. I said, hey, do you think we should go supervise this? He's like, yeah, Dad, let's go. I was like, all right, cool. So we go in there. uh, we go in there, and she has got an extension cord plugged up, trying to blow the air dryer at the little spigot where the water, where the water comes out. So she's blowing that in there, and and anyway, I'm like, well, you got to push the button or the little valve that stops the water coming out. Ain't gonna move. Ain't gonna do that. So she pushes it. Then I like, and she's holding it right up there. I'm like, what are you gonna do if the water comes right out of there? Straight down into that hair dryer. So that's probably not gonna be a very good idea. Oh, what is that? So anyway, she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. So then she says, well, he also said on the backside to try to warm the backside of it. So he opens the freezer, blowing it. I'm like, and then after like 2 or 3 minutes, it still ain't coming out. And I'm like, that thing's warm. It should have done defrosted by now. And I mean, that line ain't but like 30 seconds. I mean, it's small, maybe a quarter. I don't know. Maybe 3/16. Who knows? Anyway, so she's like, wonder what's wrong with it. Well, I opened the refrigerator, and on our refrigerator, I don't know if all of them are this way, but like number 9 is the coldest refrigerator can get. 1 being the hottest, 9 being the coldest. Our refrigerator was on 9. So I got my little infrared gun. I shot it. -4 in the refrigerator. Milk froze, tea froze, pickles froze. What is that? Hang on. I got tickled. I hear something walking back here. I don't know what it is. It could be a deer. Who knows? It's kind of... I'm going to pan out here in a minute and let y'all see. Oh, here we go. Let me turn this around. I don't know if can I zoom that in? See if y'all can see him. Right underneath that feeder, there's a squirrel. You see him moving right there? He's eating the corn and the soybeans and all that. There he goes. He's going up on the feeder. He's going to give y'all a show. Cool. I'm going to try to keep this still. And I'm sitting here, 50 yards from him, and he don't care that I'm here. Oh, he didn't want to get up there and play. I'm turning back around to me. Anyway, that's cool. Got to show y'all a little video of a squirrel. So, anyway, where's that? Oh, the refrigerator store. So I opened it up and I'm like, well, this is why it's froze right here. So I turned the refrigerator down to 3, and it says it takes 24 to 48 hours to adjust the temp. Well, up in the top right-hand corner is our water filter for the water. So I click it to pop it out, and as soon as I touched it, I mean, that thing was froze solid. Like I had to pull on it hard to get it to come out. So I got it out, and I just turned the hot water on in the sink, run hot water on it for like 3 or 4 minutes or whatever, and jerked the water out of it, whatever, and stuck it back in there, and just give it, I don't know, couple hours, whatever. My wife walks in there and she's like, "Hey, we got water again." Like it quit. I'm just thinking to myself, I love you to death, but bless your heart. Oh, the stuff that I do. Oh, it's funny. All right, well, I think this video's running about 20 something minutes long. I'm gonna do another video tonight. Maybe do something quick or something like that when I'm in a deer stand tonight or this evening. But y'all stay tuned. I got a really cool video that we're gonna do with the kiddos tonight. Another thing, I will try my bestest to have all my videos family friendly, you know, no cussing, and I mean, and this is not gonna be a channel where, you know, I'm gonna show you me shooting a deer or anything like that. So all you people that love animals that are gonna hate me for this, I mean, it's not what it's about. This channel is strictly gonna be about having fun outdoors and providing a positive message for the world. Today's time and these kids that we've got coming up behind us, they need all the encouragement they can get, all of it. And the thing is, people that give back, give back just a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, I want to give back that much, but just that much will make a difference. And really and truly, if a video of mine can reach one person and change their life, that's all I ask for. One person. If one person needs help with something and I can help you, you feel like you need some help with something, some advice. I mean, I try to talk to my boys daily on living their life right. I enjoy partying, having a good time, and y'all see that tonight. What crap? I'm spoiling the video, but the thing is, I think everybody should live this way. I'm not no skinny jeans wearing fella. I don't live in a city. I live in the country, and that's the way I live my life. And I'm not knocking the guys that wear skinny jeans. I mean, I don't think they make fat guy skinny jeans, but hey, if they had them and I look good in them, I'd wear them. I don't look good in skinny jeans. But one thing that I want y'all to take away from this video is get outside. Enjoy the nature. Enjoy what God created for us. People that don't understand that, before we had cars, before we had roads and buildings and this kind of stuff, man, people rode horses. The Indians that lived in this what we call the United States, they hunted deer for supper every day. Farmers, they grow food. They didn't go to the grocery store and just buy, you know, a head of lettuce and, 5 pounds of hamburger meat and whatever. Yeah, I mean, it spoiled people. Now, we don't come out here to necessarily feed our family like most people, put meat in the freezer. Yeah, we eat deer meat. Best thing in the world. Backstraps and gravy, baby, with some biscuits. Every time I kill a deer, that night we're eating backstraps, gravy, and biscuits. Best thing you ever put in your mouth. Sun's getting on me. popping through the sun. The sun's popping through. Let me get over here. But once you have it and it's cooked right, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like deer meat because, whatever." Man, you ain't ever had somebody that cook it. If you get deer meat cooked by somebody that knows what they're doing, ain't nothing better in the world. Better than any steak you ever put in your mouth. You got somebody that really don't know what they're doing, oh, they screw it up bad. And they'll ruin you for it. But I'm gonna leave y'all with one little story, and then I'm really gonna get off here because I'm about to text my wife and tell her to make me an egg sandwich and send Aiden with it. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. But my wife's husband, not my wife's husband, dang, that's stupid. My wife's cousin's husband, he's a bigger guy than I am. I love the dude to death. He's a super nice guy, probably way nicer than I am. But and I love him to death. He's really really a cool guy. So me and him stopped at a restaurant to eat. We had the kids and everything. We just guys' night, or day, whatever. We stopped at a restaurant, and he recommended it. I'd never eaten there before, and he's like, "Man, it's a super nice place, whatever. It's cool. Let's go." And so we get up there, and I'm going looking at the menu, and I just really can't decide. And I asked him what he was getting, and he told me. And so when the waitress comes, she's like, "What do you want, hon?" And I'm like, "I want the same thing he got." And she said, "Ooh, spider." And she's like, "Okay, well, I never had anybody order like that before." And I said, "What? You never had nobody order the same thing?" She's like, "No." I said, "Look, you see how big he is?" She said, "Yeah." Why are you making fun of him for being big? I said, "I'm not making fun of him. I'm jealous." She said, "Why?" I said, "Because he's a big guy because he likes to eat. He eats good food. You think a fat guy that don't know what something tastes good is going to be skinny? No, no. Anytime you see a fat guy and he orders something, trust me, it is good food. He knows what tastes good." So the moral to that story is, if you see a fat guy around a barbecue pit or smoker or grill, and he offers you a bite or steak or whatever he's cooking, it's good. I want y'all to have a blessed day. Enjoy your time with your family, and I'll see y'all soon. See ya.